BIP of Bizarre Interest Productions. And if you think I'm not crazy enough to upload a video before 8 a.m. now, then you know something going on is absolutely insane that I have to talk about. It is probably around 6 a.m. right now, and about half an hour, I woke up to find out that Kamen Rider Girls Remix 3 just got announced on Toei Tokusatsu's fan club. And I'm just here like, what the heck? But in the best possible way. There was a sequel hook for this, but honestly, it's pretty exciting because some of these choices and characters I did not expect to see in Kamen Rider again at all. Heck, I didn't even recognize some of these guys, well, ladies in this case, but aging is to be expected. That being said, I've seen some reactions from people that question why some of these people are even back. But while I was working on last night's videos, please go check out my Fixing the Problem with Calvin and Haley video. The video rendering was taking so long, so I decided to watch Girls Remix 2, and honestly, even though it wasn't 3 parts like the first one, it was still pretty good. So I know how and why some of these choices were made. On the Heroine side, we got Akiko from Kamen Rider Double returning because she is technically the leader. But we've got our first surprise, Shizuka from Kamen Rider Kiva. For context, Wataru was a shut-in at the beginning of Kiva, and she was sort of a semi-older caretaker and had a crush on him. And I believe tried to console him after Bishop engineered the death of his first love. Toshiki Inoue, basically. I did not recognize her. Granted, I haven't made a proper watch of Kiva, but it's also good to see someone return from older seasons since you never know who's willing to come back. And after Kiva representation before Gotthard was divisive at best, arguably still is, it's nice to, especially for fans to check up and see what's been going on for character. Which is funny because Marcosatsu barely talked about her in his Kiva review, and people have speculated that she and Wataru got married in the future to have his future son, Masao. That, and it's been 17 years since Kiva ended, so that's a pleasant surprise for me. Then there's Rene returning, presumably as the main focus again, and I almost didn't recognize her. Girl looks like she either got scrapped or willing to scrap down in a fight. But there's another reason I'm glad for her return, and not just because it debunks Rene's own writers hate her discourse. Yes, Uchida has worked on all of these specials. Next to her is Sarah from Geats, and honestly, I was not expecting to see her again, but awesome. I wanted any female character from Geats back. Yes, even Letter. We all support our fellow Gen Zers who want to lose weight and meet their idol. But Sarah was a fun character. Yeah, she was emotional support for Keiwa and Neon's character, but the girl got tricked into becoming a Kamen Rider, and the writers went through hell to resurrect her. So you know what? Give her a chance to shine on the team, and let's see how far she's grown. And finally, we have Nayuta from the previous Girls Remix. The TRDL, Rene and the others saved her, and Akiko decided to make her a trainee. Plus, she's into dance, and we've had several non-transforming women on the team before, so neat. Want to see how this goes. She might be a traitor, she may not be. Let's see what happens. Next, let's talk about the Villainesses. First off, we have Mei, or whatever, the female general from 100. Now, I have a video in the works about Gotthard hate getting too far, but I've seen a few people upset by her inclusion. I don't know why. 100's main thing is that they're a terrorist organization that uses technology to replicate the powers of Dark Kamen Riders. So it's kind of reasonable that if we need a female villainess that could just be evil for the sake of being evil, she's a good fit. Unless they probably couldn't get Beverly's actress back either. Plus, you want to know why I'm excited? When 100 first appeared in Kamen Rider Gotthard, Mime actually used Glaire's ability to hijack and control Majay to make her fight Lachesis and Spanner. But Clotho in her rebels form had to beat Majay so hard to free her, so this is Rene's perfect opportunity for revenge, and I really hope Sakamoto takes the opportunity as action director. Yeah, he's also returning for this project too. Next up is a character no one expected unless they watch Girls Remix 2, Koyomi from Wizard. Now, this one's also interesting because I generally didn't recognize her. Some people didn't either. And I know some people thought she was Hana from Revice, but yes, that's Wizard's Wider Girl. Not the female Kamen Rider, but she did become Wiseman later on. And seeing people surprised she's also pretty back is funny is because she also temporarily got resurrected in the Gaim X Wizard crossover as Wiseman. But in the final part of Girls Remix 2, we saw a Wizard portal take the driver that the main villain was using and teleport it out of the warehouse where the kidnapped women were. And finally, there's Glada, which, given her character's personality, and you guys really love Glada, yeah, it would make sense that they bring her on. I mean, like, her show just finished her role, and the shows get produced, 3 to 7 months in advance? So she probably had time after her last episode to film this. So the question is, how are all these 3 villainesses back when they're all dead? Well, spoilers if you haven't watched Girls Remix 2 in 3, 2, 1. Well, in the second iteration, it was revealed that the organization known as Cloud was kidnapping young women to turn them into test subjects to create cyborgs. And it took the DNA from Yoko to resurrect her with the same personality, but twisted to serve the person who we think is in charge of the organization, though there's clearly more than one person behind the scenes, and they were also able to resurrect more. So, no, I'm not upset by any of this. These crossovers are a great opportunity to give characters who, even if you like them or not, another opportunity for them to shine, while also expanding upon the lore and mythology from all these seasons by bringing all these people together. So, personally, I'm excited to see them all again, even if, it's just for 20 to 30 minutes. Wish you will come back and transform, but wishful thinking. But tell me all your thoughts below in the comment section. Who are you excited for? And BIP of Bizarre Interest Productions, signing off.